I just want to make a quick video. I promise this one will be quick. Just to introduce 912 worksheet. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what you're supposed to do. Just going to go through a problem or two. So looking at number 2, obviously the plus 1 minus 1 goes away. So I get 4x is greater than or equal to negative 8. I'll divide by 4. X is going to be greater than or equal to negative 2. I'll go over here. I'll put a closed circle with an arrow to the right. Again, if you want to plug in like 0 just to make sure it works, if I go over here and if I plug in 0, it should be true, obviously. So 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, minus 1 is 0. 0 should be bigger than negative 8, and it is. So I feel pretty good about that. You go through, there's some more of these. I mean, I don't know how difficult these would be. Here, 2p minus 4p is going to be negative 2p is less than or equal to negative 2. So I'll divide by negative 2. And again, if I'm going to divide by a negative, that means that this is going to switch. P is going to be, my boundaries at 1, and greater than is in this direction. I would expect 0 to be false. So if I plug 0 in, I get 0 is less than or equal to negative 2. Obviously 0 is not smaller than a negative, so that's false. Everything on this side is true. Hopefully you see the value of plugging in 0. I think it makes a lot of sense, and it makes these problems a lot easier. As long as 0 doesn't end up being the boundary, you should be fine doing that. I don't know why I'm erasing that. It was a waste of time right there. As we move to the back side, I mean, obviously there's some distributing going on. There's some word problems. I don't know, if you're going to find this stuff difficult or not. Just if I do this one, I get negative 2, just distributing here, plus 10x is greater than negative x minus 1 minus 1. Obviously, minus x minus 1 minus 1. I'm going to end up needing that spot there in a second. So I'm going to I'll add an x to both sides, and I will add 2 to both sides, and I will get 11x, this is going to cancel, is greater than, this is going to cancel, negative 1 minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 0, divide 11. A lot of people think at this point the problem's broken. It isn't. 0's on top, so it means 0. Remember, if 0's on bottom, the problem is broken, but if it's on top, it's not. So my boundary is 0. I'm going to put an open circle with an arrow to the right. At this, if I plugged in, I don't know, 2, I would expect it to be true. So if I plug in 2, I get negative 10. 1 minus 10 is minus 9. Times negative 2 is going to be positive 18. And if I plug in 2 over here, I get 3. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. I would expect 18 to be more than negative 4, and it is. So I feel pretty good about that. Anyways, just want to introduce the video, and that is that.